What's up everybody, Rich Gaming Guy here. So it seems that DKOldies is finally addressing claims that they don't refurbish their consoles. However, they aren't getting ahead of this. They aren't admitting to any wrongdoing. They're simply saying that they do refurbish their consoles. And they're showing us a video on how they actually refurbish Wii consoles. Now, first thing I'm going to say is Wii consoles are notorious for being very clean within because they don't have a lot of access points for dust to penetrate into the console. I have one right here. As long as you have all these doors on here, all these panels that cover up all the ports and connections, it's pretty compact. It doesn't really have a lot of spaces where dust can get in. We have the cooling fan in the back, really small area though. And then we also have ventilation on the bottom, which has a screen installed within that catches dust before it penetrates into the console. Usually it'll get tangled up there and you can vacuum it out with ease. So really, typically they are quite clean within, but good for them for opening up a console for once and actually doing some repairs within. It seems that they did a great job repairing. Now, my only issue with this whole video here is how they are actually cleaning the outside of their Wii console. They are using the most abrasive sponge known to man, aside from maybe some steel wool or a straight up drywall sander. This is a super abrasive way to actually go about cleaning a console. It works great, but it also removes whatever you're trying to remove, as well as the top layer of the finish of your console. So it basically just sands everything down and makes it super dull. The last thing you want to use this on is a super glossy console like the Nintendo Wii. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how this works. I'm going to show you though on a black console. I'm going to show you on the bottom side of an Xbox and then a back panel piece of a GameCube console. The reason I'm showing black is because on white, unless you get the right angle, it's extremely hard to see exactly how the finish actually basically just wipes away when you hit it with the magic eraser. So with black, you're able to see everything much better, especially under the lights that I use for filming. So let's dive into it and take a look. We're going to test this out on two different products. We're going to test this on the back side of a Xbox console. This is empty. There's nothing within. It's just simply the shell. So I don't care if I, cause any damage to the back side of this. And then I also have a back panel for a GameCube console. So the reason I'm using black is because I want to be able to see the difference, whereas on white, it's harder to see the difference in finish. So here, I'm going to hit this from different angles here. You can see very shiny. No scuffs really on here at all. This is actually brand new, but it is an extra that I'm not using. So I'm going to just take my magic eraser here. We're just going to rub it along the surface. So only did that for a couple seconds. Now, if you take a look, you can see exactly how I've basically taken off that finish, and you can actually see the finish all over here. A little bit hard to see in the video, but take a look from the angles here. Trying to get it perfect so you can see how over here, super glossy, deep black. Over here, really scuffed up, and I only did this briefly, so let me try to hit it from this angle. There you go. You can see exactly where I did the actual sanding, because in fact this is just sanding this down. This is essentially just a sanding block. Here is the only spot I didn't touch. Very glossy here still, deep black, and then over here, super faded. So we're going to test it out now on the back side of the Xbox console. So here you can see, this is a more flat surface, flat as in finish, not as glossy. This part here is definitely glossy though, especially at that angle, you can see the shine. So I'm going to do it here as well as over here. And you can see all of the finish just caking up on here. And yes, some of that is from the actual magic eraser, but it is taking that top layer off. So I'm going to just wipe that off so we get all of that crap out of the way. And right there, it doesn't look terrible, but let's pull it up into the light. You can see the finish is totally off where I actually, in fact, sanded this. Same over here. Glossy, totally sanded down, really flat. Just took the entire finish off. Yeah, I definitely cleaned it up as well. I took some of the caked on dirt and grime off of there, but I took the entire top layer off of the plastic finish here. Alright guys, you can see exactly what the Magic Eraser does to the surface of your retro video game consoles. Again, I highly recommend never doing this ever, especially if you plan to professionally refurbish your product to sell for a profit. It's just a terrible way to go about removing anything from the surface. So you guys let me know what you guys think of how DKOldies is refurbishing the outside, in this case, of their Wii consoles, and probably all consoles on their website. But that's going to do it for this video. Smash the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video, and of course hit the subscribe button to stay in the loop for all future videos here on the Retro Gaming Guy YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.